Ah, well, here they are. Holy shit. Corey, is that all metal? How did you get him suspended like that?
By fighting and knocking him out.
What? You were fighting him? What did you expect us to do? He was shooting fire at us.
Are you okay? He didn't do anything to you guys at your apartment, right? I'm not being protective. I'm making sure you're not hurt. Okay. Alright. Everyone phones off and on the table.
What? Why?
Because it's already enough of a risk for me that I brought you here, alright? Just do as I say. I'll record everything myself.
Alright, so how exactly did you guys trap him then? Not easily, I can tell you that much. I'm assuming you trapped him in a barrier, right?
Eventually, yeah. It took 3 tries.
Yeah, apparently Kotoro barriers can't take fire very well. Yeah, I guess that would just be an energy drain, huh? Okay, so how's this gonna work?
I'm gonna go into the first layer and ask some questions from there.
Okay, so what's the first layer?
Tap the window.
Oh. That's a screen.
Yeah. The actual chamber's behind 2 meters of rock and steel. And there's another 6-inch layer of shatterproof glass before the actual subject.
Shit, you were really prepared for this, huh?
Yes. Now, you all stay here. I'll be back.
Oh my god. How long did it take you to get him down here? Surprisingly, not very long at all. That man can fucking run. Carried the kid all the way down here from street level. Yeah, more of a struggle than a fight. That fire is some nasty work. So they developed that quickly, huh? What do you mean? I mean, Corey never used them. I assumed he couldn't until now. Yeah, that's true. When we met, you could still invoke magic a little bit. How are these two things connected exactly? They were raised without being taught how to use their magic. Ah, right. So you think if Corey had the powers, he would have been able to feel it? Yeah, and he specifically said the only time that he felt magic was when he blew up, and we all know that wasn't his doing. Yeah, I really don't know what to make of this yet.
Alright, wake up. Good. Let's get this started, eh? Are you gonna talk with me?
Can this camera move? Oh, fuck. It's just his eyes. He looks completely different. Yeah, the way he's staring at Raelia is freaky.
I know you can speak. I want you to answer some questions. What's your name?
Corey.
You're not him. Who am I talking to?
How can you be sure?
Don't feign ignorance. Anyone can take a look at you and see something is off.
Dickhead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely
Guess
not.
I'll have to just try harder to
He
act
even
normal.
sounds different.
Don't bother. So if you won't tell me your name, what are you?
Come on. Give me a more interesting question than that.
I'm not playing a game here. I want you to tell me exactly what you are and exactly what your intentions are.
I'm assuming you've run into a few others like me?
Yes.
They probably gave you a hard time, didn't they?
You haven't answered my question.
Well, if you must know... He doesn't really have the right words for it.
You mean Corey?
Yeah.
What is it that he can't describe? Your powers, your origin?
Well, he didn't have magic before, did he? He doesn't know much.
What does he know?
He hasn't felt the current himself yet. It took me a while to get my hooks in, too. Wasn't expecting to find anyone like him.
So, you came from the core?
Is that what you're calling it now? I gotta hand it to you. Weaving it into a tree? That's clever. Made things more complicated than we expected.
Damn. So Raelia must have been right
Pretty
then.
significant
Huh.
invention.
If it didn't used to
So
be in the
what's
tree, then
complicated?
that confirms the phrase.
I mean, you know, it was
If you
just
say so.
different.
I can't get a read
than
on
we
him
were
for shit.
expecting.
His mannerisms are all the way off.
And,
Wait, Rial was right
it's all
about what?
hard to break through a physical
Later.
barrier,
I only
obviously.
just found out about it tonight.
Obviously. So, you broke in. Why?
Unfinished business.
And there's quite a few of you, if I'm not mistaken. Are you all here for the same reason?
Well, it's not that simple. Ugh, this kid's body is so high-strung. I feel like I'm going crazy sitting this still.
Well, I'm sorry about that. We're a bit high-strung ourselves after your dramatic entrance.
Sorry to scare you. Can't say it wasn't fun, though.
Why is Rial being so nice? Yeah, why couldn't he have questioned
So,
us like this?
What's the plan? Are you all just here to wreak a little havoc?
Me? Kinda. The others, I think they have a more sophisticated idea in mind.
And what would that be?
Well, to be honest, I wasn't really let in on the plan. Nor did I want to be, but I have an idea.
You're not gonna tell me, are you?
That would be too boring. It's my first time being physical in a while. Can I just enjoy this for a bit?
Right. You're not exactly corporeal, are you?
Not usually.
So what are you usually then? A spirit? A wraith?
Well, it's not exactly accurate, but Wraith has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? It sounds menacing. I like it.
You like menacing, huh?
Good for wreaking a little havoc, isn't it? Are you some kind of big shot? Or does everyone in Raelia have a secret interrogation chamber?
Something like that.
What's he thinking?
Your powers. Are they divination or thaumaturgy?
I don't know what that means. And neither does Corey. Figures.
Asolian and Katorian magic are divination. Fairy, shapeshifter, and dire magic are thaumaturgy. Is there something I wasn't clear about?
No. I don't know what the need is to categorize it. It's not like your magic, at least.
Mine?
Yeah, you are Katorian, right? You and whoever else that is out there. So what? Are we just gonna talk about all the funny names and categories you guys came up with?
No. You mentioned it took you a while to get your hooks into Corey. Why was that?
His tethers were too strong. At least when I first latched onto him. I actually wasn't the first to try, but I'm persistent.
How long did it take you?
Well, it took over a week to get attached. I was still having trouble cementing the connection. That was when we all blew up.
Right, the incident. What can you tell me about that?
It was kind of spur of the moment. Things weren't going to plan for the others and they needed more chaos, so...
Did they
Needed more
succeed?
chaos.
Well, yeah. Worked out for me, too. Corey got in the hospital, nice and vulnerable. That was when I really got into his head.
So, how does this possession work?
It's not a possession, it's more like a coupling.
You're gonna have to explain a bit further.
Ah, jeez. His vocabulary is really giving me a tough time. I'm not, like, inside Corey. There's a connection between my mind and his body. And under certain circumstances, I can take over.
So you're like a parasite. Scientifically speaking, of course.
Sure. Why the hell not?
Could you get inside him if you wanted to?
Well, yeah, but that'd kill him, and that doesn't do anything for me.
Fuck's sake, is there an intercom? I don't know if you should be touching this stuff, Cal.
What the fuck?
Rial, let me talk to him for a bit.
Wait.
Oh, man. Hey, I'm not just acting out, okay? I'm thinking this through. I need to know more.
What the hell are you doing?
You're not asking any of the right questions. You keep skipping over insane info like it's nothing.
I'm trying to get him to keep talking, Cal. He'll be less guarded and we'll get more information if I keep prompting him to say what's on his mind.
Well, sure, you've got plenty of fragments, but we need him to clarify some shit. This stuff is too important to just try and piece together ourselves, especially because he knows about our fucking history and about the core.
My God, Cal, I wasn't asking clarifying questions on purpose. It's in the body of a human, and it seems like it can only pull from what Corey knows. It knows nothing about modern magic, and more crucially, it doesn't know how much we know. He might change his answers if he realizes we don't fucking know our own ancient history. Did you not even consider that I had a fucking plan? This is why I was such a stickler about you signing the contract so I can get some fucking reins on you, because I can't have you doing this shit. I already told you I'm putting my ass on the line by bringing you in here to begin with. If you really wanted to come up with a joint strategy, you should have at least said that before I went in, instead of interrupting me. I told you I would let you go in, after I finished, and we discussed what he had already said. Do you even know what questions you're going to ask?
Alright, easy. It's done. Let's not get too crazy in here.
Don't think we're done.
Okay. Cal, what questions were you gonna ask exactly? Well, I mainly wanted to ask about the nature of his connection with Corey. Also about his magic and our history. Okay, but what words exactly are you gonna say? I don't know, like the literal questions? Alright, you can't just go in and ask him the literal questions, Cal. You're not interviewing a local. You're not getting a primary source. This is an interrogation. We're trying to coerce information out of a dangerous person and keep him talking. When you go in there, you've got to try and maintain real strategy. Think about your questions. Frame them not to give away how much we don't know, okay? Okay. I'm not sure how well I'm gonna be able to do that. If it's something about the core or the Freyan or whatever, you can't ask it directly. You gotta coax the answer out of him. Get him talking about something related, and guide him towards the subject in whatever way you can. As for the Wraith itself, knock yourself out, I guess. Just remember, he is the one supposed to be giving you info, not the other way around. Alright, I think I have an idea. Attaboy. You alright with him going in now, Raelia?
Consider this your chance to prove to me that bringing you in here wasn't a mistake.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be okay. It's not gonna be like those other times, okay? He's not Ego, and he's behind fucking glass. I'm not gonna get burned again.
Okay, head in when you're ready, and don't fuck it up.
You gonna be good?
I'm fine.
Just cut him a little slack, okay? We're gonna be learning from Corey and the Wraith no matter what he asks. We're getting valuable info either way. You can discipline him later.
I knew it was you.
You know me?
Yeah, I was around when you and Corey were talking in the hospital.
Oh, yeah, I think he mentioned that. Okay, I have a few questions of my own for you. How do you talk?
You want to know about the connection, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, you yourself don't know English. How are you interpreting what I'm saying, and vice versa?
I don't speak to Corey through language. We speak through concepts, colors, thoughts, and emotions. Corey is just a proxy, lets me speak the language of his mind.
Sure seems like you're enjoying yourself. You said it's been a while?
Yeah. I can't even remember the last time I've been here, been able to feel like this. So long since I've had skin to feel the air with, or touch, or feel my own fire.
So, what exactly is it like when you're not attached to someone? Are you like spectral?
No, it's not that. Corey doesn't have a word for it.
What's the closest thing?
I'm not even sure if it is a word, but what feels the most right is extra physical.
Interesting. So you came from the core?
Yeah, wouldn't be the first time. Man, language is so much more nuanced than it used to be.
And you said you had unfinished business. Are you here for the same reason as before?
No.
What about the others?
This place was all new to us back then.
Do you need chaos right now?
No, I'm feeling just fine.
Yeah, my friend asked you, or my colleague, I guess, if you think your magic is divination or thaumaturgy. It's like this whole academic debate that's been going on for like ever. Since we don't have a way to confirm it ourselves, prevailing theory is thaumaturgy, but I guess I'm just curious if you have any insight on that.
Corey knows the words. It's not clicking with anything I know about magic, though.
Yeah, the concepts are pretty new, I suppose. That's understandable. Did you ever go down into Katoris, and when were you here last?
Yeah, I've been in your glorified burrow. Your doors were the only notable part of that damn place. Did I strike a nerve?
Are you able to sense thaumaturgical magic like you can for Katorians?
What?
Well, you mentioned earlier that you could sense another Katorian outside, but you didn't know it was me yet, so... I mean, you fought my friends, and you've seen me before, but, you know, it sounds like you know something we don't.
There's a certain signature to Katorian and Asolian magic. One that I can feel.
I thought you said they weren't alike. Yours and ours.
They don't work the same way, but they are in parallel.
So can you feel anyone else out there? Do you not know about the other kinds, or...?
I can feel a lot of things you can't, boy. I can feel your nerves running wild under that friendly facade you've been putting up for me. I can feel how fast your mind is working trying to piece together the tidbits I'm giving you. Trying so hard to get me to say what you want. But no, I've never sensed any other kinds of magic.
So if you know all that, why are you still answering? Why are you talking at all? I mean, how do I know you're not lying about everything?
If you all don't know anything and the rest of my kind get to fuck around unchecked, that's boring as hell. No chaos until they execute whatever their silly plan is. If I give you some pieces, then it's way more interesting.
It doesn't seem like you agree with your kind that much.
Others don't usually, take the wheel. I doubt you'd come across one that takes over to the extent that I do. They're too focused on feeding, creating their perfect hosts. They're missing out, in my opinion. They all found their way back here, I just tagged along for a body.
So, you're a special case?
You could say that.
I really don't know what to make of that. You get a kick out of stumping us, huh?
Well, yes.
When I was in the hospital with Corey, could you hear what we were saying, or could you just feel me?
Not really. At that point, I wasn't really in his head or paying attention. I was just attached to him.
Is he gonna be alright?
Oh, he'll be fine. When I'm in here, he's just kind of asleep.
I mean, sure, but...
You're worried about him. I get it. Rest assured, I'm not gonna hurt his body. Absolutely not.
You're interfering with his life, though.
Well, tough luck. I'm not gonna do anything that jeopardizes our connection.
So, are you gonna stay in the driver's seat, or will you let him come back?
It doesn't really seem like you understand the situation.
I understand it perfectly well. I'm not asking you to change how it works. I'm asking you not to take my friend's life away.
Appealing to my emotions. It's a new one, I'll give you that.
Clearly, I can't make you give up control of the body, so I'm just asking. At least share control with Corey. It is still his body.
You have some fucking guts, huh? Interesting. You know what? Fine. I'll give him back control. I think I've had enough fun for one outing. But I'll be back.
How will we know when you're gonna come back?
Don't worry, I'm not gonna blow anything up. I'll play nice, as long as I get to talk to you again.
Can you let him know before you take over again?
Alright, well, let's not get too crazy, okay? There's not really another way to communicate to you that I'll be coming out, so yeah, I guess I will.
Okay, thank you, I guess.
No need to guess. I'll see you later, Katorian. I'll be listening. Oh, shit.